Hi, my name's Caryn Kelly. I'm an educational consultant for SOIDA, which is one of the state ed techs in Ohio. And you are joining us for our video on Padlet for sharing and collaboration. The only website you're going to need for today is going to be Padlet.com, main website. It's a really simple tool. It's going to be really easy for you to use, and you're not going to need much more than what you can find on the website. If you're planning on getting credit for this video, for watching this video, and you want to obtain a certificate, you're going to need this code. You'll want to go to ohioedtechs.org, fill out the form there requesting a certificate, and then put in the title of this presentation followed by this code. So it's PADT, and that needs to be in all caps. And once you've done that, you should receive a certificate at the email that you signed up with. If you have any questions following this video, please feel free to email me at caryn@soita.org. That's CARYN@SOITA.org. We're going to go ahead and get started. Let's head to Padlet. So just Padlet.com. So Padlet is a really simple tool. You're going to have a background, if you will, where you're going to be able to add content. You and whomever you invite to your Padlet will be able to add content to that and have several different layouts. When you first log in to Padlet, you'll see that you're able to log in and connect with your Google account. And you're also going to see that there is an option to upgrade. So for free, you're going to be able to make up to 8 Padlets, and your Padlets can have tons and tons of content in it, so you can use them and reuse them. You can go in and clean out posts. You can also delete Padlets when you're done with them, make new ones. Or if it's something that you really come to rely on, that might be something you want to look at as far as upgrading. So it starts at as little as $8 a month for this. So it's not super expensive, but if you can get by with just using the free version, I think a lot of people like to do that. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to choose Make Padlet. I'm going to get myself out of the way here. So you've got several different layouts here, 8 different layouts in fact. So you've got your wall layout, and that's where all of your content that comes in is going to be placed and nestled in with each other like a brick pattern. Everything's very neat and organized and structured in there. You have a canvas, and that's going to allow you to move content. You can group it, you can make connections, so that's what those arrows are there. You have your stream, so that is top to bottom feed with the newest stuff on top, kind of like a blog. And actually, some people use this kind of like a blog. And then you have a grid where you're just going to have rows of boxes. And the main difference between the grid and the wall is that they aren't nestled, they are in distinct rows. You also have shelves. So if you want to organize your posts and your content that's added into columns, into different collections or series, you can do that. They also have a back channel layout. That's really popular to run when people are doing presentations at conferences and things like that, so people can ask questions and have conversations throughout. You also have a map where you can add content to different points on the map. You select the location, and then you can add text, links, videos, pictures, etc. And then timeline, where you can post place along a horizontal line. So that timeline doesn't have years or anything assigned to it, but you would add that content and just place things in the order that they belong. Okay, so for now, we're just going to start with something really basic. We're going to start with a wall. And it just comes in like this, totally blank. And we'll say useful websites description for online learning. And then if you want an icon up here, you can choose your icon. Let's see if we can find something good. The nice thing about the icons is it will also be your little favicon, which is this little icon on your tab. So you can find it really easily. See if we can find a little animal here. Let's go with this little squirrel. Okay. You can also do no icon. That's an option as well. And then there's a unique address here. So if I wanted to type something that wasn't so cryptic here, I could do that. Whatever your first name is, just FYI, it will show up here in the unique link addresses. So just prepare yourself for that, okay? And then you can kind of choose the appearance of your Padlet. So you can choose different wallpapers. You can upload your own pictures if you want. Just going to choose something random. Okay. Okay. And you can choose your font that you want and your color scheme, depending. And then it's got some posting options. Do you want to display an author name above each post? If you're doing something where you want to give people credit for posting, you'll want to probably do that. And then you want your new posts first or last, depending on when they came in. Are we going to allow comments? And are we going to allow other people to provide reactions, like liking a post or starring it? Or do I want to be able to grade a post? You can set a point value on there. And then this is really big down here, content filtering. So with the free account, you don't get student accounts or anything like that. That would be a premium feature. But you do have this level of control here where you can require approval and moderate all of your posts and also filter profanity. So I'm going to leave this unchecked just for the sake of being able to demo this today. But if I was using this with students, I would turn both of these on, require approval and filter profanity. Okay. And then I'll say next. And it says I'm all set to start posting, but I also like to, let me close this, come up here to the share button. I'm going to click share. And this is where you can set up the privacy and access of your Padlet. Okay, so you can add members. That would be to invite people directly. And then you can choose the level of privacy. So right now, by default, it's secret. It's going to keep the Padlet hidden from the public, and then I can share it with someone. I can give them the link, and they'll be able to access it. So other people aren't going to stumble on this. They're not going to find it in a Google search or anything like that. So it's basically like anyone with a link can edit, or rather view. They'll be able to write on it, but they won't be able to remove other people's posts. They won't be able to edit other people's posts, okay? You can change that privacy. You can make it totally private. So that if you wanted to share it with other people, you would have to invite them. You can password protect your Padlet, where people would have to get the link from you, and then they would also have to put in a password, and then secret or public. And then you want to choose here whether they can edit, write, or read. So I'm going to leave can write. I'm going to leave it secret. And then these are all your options for sharing. So you can get a link, you can get a QR code, embed it, email it, share on Google Classroom. So I could just click share, and I could push it out here. And I'm a student in this class, but I could push it right out to Classroom, and that makes it really easy for you to share this with students. Okay, so I'm going to close this. You can click the plus sign. Okay, and you can also see you can drag in files if you were going to share a file or an image, or what I usually do is just double click. So let's put in a useful website. Great for research and more. Okay, and if I wanted to add a link, it'll put it right in there for me, hopefully. And then you just keep adding. Okay, so maybe I want to say add puzzle, edit, and enhance videos. Okay. All right. So if someone else were to come into this, they got the link. I'm going to copy my link here. And sassy. There we go. Paste that in. Since it's secret, they have the link. They're able to come in, see what's already there. Will come up shortly. There they go. And they can do the same thing. They can just double click. Okay. Okay. So there's all different types of, we got classroom popping up there. There we go. There we are. There's all different types of content that you can add here. So when you double click, you can upload content from your computer. You can add a link. You can search the web for images, websites. You can add images, and there's this whole list here as well that you'll be able to see. Okay, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to come over here and just make another one just so you can see some of these others. So the maps, it pulls up kind of a, we're in dark mode here, so there's different map styles you can choose from. All right, we'll leave it there though. So in here, with a map, you would say, add something, and I would say Dayton, Ohio, and it's gonna put us right there. Okay, and then if I wanted to add another one, you can also drag and drop a pin. So if I wanted to drag to a specific place, in here, there's the Dayton Art Institute, we can drop it right there. And you can do that. You also have, let's make another one, those timeline features, all kinds of great resources on here. Come back in with you guys. So it's just a really nice tool. Great for sharing and collaborating. It's nice to have that back channel if you want kids to be able to ask questions like homework help, sharing ideas, and just being able to have another way to curate and organize content. I know some people that even will use this just for a nice, clean way for them to display websites that they like, and it's really easy to share. It's a little easier to maintain maybe than a website. It looks a little nicer, more engaging than just a plain doc or a spreadsheet. It's just a nice option for you to be able to use. Okay. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I want to make sure that you once again have access to my email account. If you have any, or my email address, if you have any questions, please feel free to follow up with me at Caryn, CARYN, @soida.org.